Alright, number 23. A solute distributes itself between water and an organic solvent. A solute distributes itself between water and an organic solvent in the ratio 1 to 4, whereby the ratio of water is 1, while the ratio of organic solvent is what? 4. Okay? Now, if 50 gram of solute is dissolved in 200 cm cube of water and shaken with 200 cm cube of organic solvent, how much solute passes into the organic what? Layer? How much solute passes into the organic what? Layer? Now, there's something we should understand here. We have a solute, that is something that can dissolve in a liquid. Okay? Now, this thing that can dissolve in a liquid does not dissolve the same way in water as it would in what? Organic solvents. Okay? It does not dissolve the same way in water as it would in organic solvents. And so, the ratio at which, or the share, or the part at which it will dissolve in water and in organic solvent is what? 1 to 4. So the ratio is what? The ratio is 1 to 4. That is the ratio at which it will dissolve in this what? Two solvents, water and what? Organic solvents. Now, the ratio is 1 to 4. That means water to organic solvent. So the ratio at which it will dissolve in water is 1. Okay? And the ratio at which it will dissolve in organic solvent is what? Is 4. Now, how do we get how much of it will dissolve in water and how much of it will dissolve in what? Organic solvent? This is how you get it. First of all, you look at the total parts. Okay? The total part. And to get the total part, you add the ratio together. Total part. Because this one is one part, this 4 is another part. So total part is what? 1 plus 4, which will give us 5. Okay? 1 plus 4 equal to what? 5. So the total part is what? 5. Alright? Because this 1 and 4 is more like we are sharing this 5 into 2 parts. But it is not into 2 equal parts. Rather, we have 1 and we have what? 4. With the second one being greater than the first. Are we following? So this is the full part now. 5. Okay? This is the full part of the solute. 5. Alright? Now, when we take this solute now, we want to check how many parts of it, that is, how much of the mass of the what? Solute will dissolve in water. Okay? They are telling us is 1 part out of this total part of 5, right? 1 part out of the total part of what? 5, right? Good. Now, what do we now do? Water part is equal to 1, I mean 1 to 4. Water to what? Organic. So it's 1 over the total part, 5. Okay? Now, 1 over the total part, 5. Right? Remember, we are trying to look for how much, that is the mass. Is it not so? So now, they gave us that the gram of the solute is what? 50 gram. Okay? The gram of the solute is what? 50 gram. So what we are now trying to do is that this 50 gram, we are trying to find out this 50 gram, how much of this 50 gram will dissolve in what? 200 cm cube of water. And how much of this 50 gram will dissolve in what? 200 cm cube of what? Organic solvent. Okay, that's what we are trying to find out. Working with this ratio 1 to 4. So it means that is the ratio that will determine how much of it is being what? Dissolved in either water or the organic solvent. So it means that if this ratio changes to 2 to 4, automatically the amount that will dissolve in water will also what? Change. Is it not so? Good. So now the water part is 1 over what? The total 5 times the mass of the water, 50 gram. Okay, so now what do we do? 5, we divide this, and so we have 10 gram. Okay, so the mass of water will be what? 10 gram. So this is the mass of water that will dissolve. Okay, 10 gram. Now let's look at the mass of what? Organic solvent that will dissolve. So we know organic part is what? 4 over what? The total part 5. Okay, this is the organic part. So the mass of solute dissolved in organic solvent is equal to the organic part 4 over 5 times the mass of the solute 50 gram. So this 5 cancel this, we have 10. So the mass of of solute dissolved in organic solvent will now be what? 4 times 10, which is what? 40 gram. So this is the mass of what? Solute that will dissolve in the what? Organic what? Solvent. Hope that's clear. So let's move on to the next number 24.